Hi friends, you welcome to Sham Institute. So we are discussing today's current affairs. Have a look at the headlines here. Exercise Rahat. Exercise Rahat is a special program introduced, and ODOP scheme, Nayi Disha initiative, International Yoga Day in Visakhapatnam, International Atomic Energy Agency. International Atomic Energy Agency. These are headlines here. Then we will discuss the main concepts one by one. Have a look at this particular one, first one. So, the 8th United Nations Global Road Safety Week, UN Global Road Safety Week, is observed from 12th to 18th May. 12th to 18th May observed as the United Nations Global Road Safety Week. Global Road Safety Week. So generally then road accidents are the fatal issue in general. Like if you observe here, even then cyclists or the walking, the people who are walking as well, sometimes then they may affect with or they may turn with this particular accidents. So then if you look at the list, in every year around 1.2 million people are dying with this particular one. These road accidents or lack of road safety, and then around 50 plus 5 crores plus losing their body parts or their lives anyways. Then 1.2 we discussed, they're losing their body parts and those. So anyways, like 5 crores plus 1.2 million, it comes around 12 to 13 lakhs people are dying every year. So this is a very dangerous condition here we have. So like to create awareness among the public, public globally, the United Nations Global Road Safety Week observed from 12th May to 18th May. That's a point. And here like I'm moving to the next one. Have a look at this Exercise Rahat. Exercise Rahat is an exercise or a program introduced by the NDRF, National Disaster Relief Force in Nagaland actually. It is in Nagaland, a northeastern state. Exercise Rahat. The objective behind this particular program or exercise, the preparedness before a disaster, a natural calamity. So then how to be prepared for a particular disaster, how to come out of that particular situation is the main objective of this particular exercise or program. So making the people alert to avoid or to come out of the particular disaster or any calamity is the main objective of Exercise Rahat, which is introduced in Nagaland. That's a point. Moving to the next one. Yeah, have a look at this one. Gayatri Hazarika of Assam. She is a famous playback singer. The playback singer from Assam, from the state Assam. Gayatri Hazarika. She passed away at the age of 44. She was affected with a cardiac arrest in general. So then she passed away. And then she considered as a symbol of Assam culture and music. So very famous person. She's an iconic singer of Assam. She passed away. Okay. Name is Gayatri Hazarika. 10-year golden visa. 10-year golden visa announced by a country. Golden visa program by the Vietnam. Vietnam recently announced golden visa program, GVP. Golden visa program. So the main objective of this particular program is, in generally then to attract the tourism, to attract the tourists one way, and attract the trade investment from the foreign nations. Is one of the best tourist place Vietnam is a Southeastern Asian country. Southeastern Asian country, then which introduced this 10-year golden visa program. Golden visa program. So tourism development, trade development, as well as attracting investments. These are the high priority areas of the Vietnam. High priority areas. So that is the context here we have. Vietnam. So 10-year golden visa program introduced by the Vietnam, Southeast Asian nation. Moving to the next one, Nai Disha. Nai Disha initiative introduced by the Delhi government to control the number of dropouts. Control the number of dropout students. Control the number of dropout students. They introduced a concept called Nai Disha. Nai Disha is all about the controlling the number of dropouts in schools. Generally, then these dropouts, to control these dropouts, the Government of India introduced a program called Midday Meal, and then almost all the states of India, then they are implementing that to control the dropouts. But this particular program was introduced in Tamil Nadu, first in Tamil Nadu, that Midday Meal. So then later it spread to all the states, and then that particular concept was introduced by the Britishers with a name called lunchbox. Okay, that is a part. Nai Disha introduced by the Delhi government to control dropouts. Moving to the next one, a famous book written by the N.V. Ramana, the ex and 48th Chief Justice of India. N.V. Ramana wrote a book called The Narratives of the Bench. A judge speaks. Narratives of the Bench, a judge speaks. Is a book written by N.V. Ramana. He incorporated the importance of law, the human rights, and like environmental related information. All these he incorporated in this particular book. The Narratives of the Bench, a judge speaks. N.V. Ramana. And try to comment here who is the present Chief Justice of India. Comment here who is the present Chief Justice of India. Moving to the next one. Have a look at this one. Uttar Pradesh adds 12 new products under one district, one product program. Under one district, one product. Under this program, UP government introduced 12 new products, and then the total number became 74 now. The total products recognized in UP or reached to 74. And then the target of Uttar Pradesh, UP to become a $1 trillion economy by 2029. It wants to become $1 trillion economy by 2029. AP is forecasting to become a $2.4 trillion economy by 2047. And then moving to the next one, International Plant Health Day. A Plant Health Day observed on 12th May. And we know the plant health is very important, indirectly or directly very important to control the hunger of the world, and to control the poverty. All these are with the plant health only. And at the same time, if you observe, 80% of our food comes directly or indirectly from plants. 80% of the food. And 98% of the oxygen comes from plant. 98% of oxygen comes from plant. So then to know the importance, to create the awareness about the importance of the plants, then they introduced a concept called International Plant Health Day. Plant Health Day. That is the one. Okay, moving to the next one. Yes, this is the one. Fifth Asian India Youth Summit. Asian India Youth Summit, Association of Southeast Asian Nations, India. India is not part of Asian group. This Asian consists of 10 member nations like Indonesia, Philippines, Brunei, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore and Thailand. These are Asian countries, Southeast Asian nations. The countries which are in southeast direction. This is the east and this is south. These are Southeast nations. India is a southern nation, South nation. So Southeast Asian nations group consists of these 10 members. So the fifth Asian India Youth Summit will be at Goa. From July 28th to August 1st. This will be observed in Goa. And moving to the next one. International Atomic Energy Agency. Recently, International Atomic Energy Agency is in news. The Defense Minister of India, countered Pakistan with the recent issues, countered Pakistan and countered this International Atomic Energy Agency. Then how the Pakistan is preparing all this atomic arsenal, how it is maintaining this atomic arsenal, that is a question raised by the Defense Minister. Because like if you observe, International Atomic Agency, this is located in Vienna. Vienna is a capital of Austria. Austria, European nation. Vienna, which was established in 1957, we have. Officially this introduced in International Atomic Energy Agency. The member nations are 180 plus nations. 180 nations at present, member nations are 180. So then if you observe this, which was introduced in 1957, headquarters located Vienna, Austria. And then this member nations are 180 as we discussed. Like this is the organization which ratifies the nuclear reactors. Similar way, like one more entity we have, NPT, Non-Proliferation Treaty. This non-proliferation treaty is introduced in 1975. This is one, NPT, and which is having 191 nations as member countries. But India is member in IAEA. And then which ratifies the nuclear reactors we discussed. NPT generally then not allow countries to produce nuclear weapons. Not allows to produce nuclear weapons. So which one? NPT. And then they should not spread technology. They should not sell these weapons or technology to any other nations. That is the agreement. If anybody produce, they should not sell that particular technology or equipment or this particular weapons to the other nations. That is the agreement. 190 plus nations members of this one. Even our United Nations permanent member nations, US, UK, France, Russia, China are part of this. But India is not a member. And Pakistan is not a member. Israel and one more, North Korea. These four nations are not part of a NPT, Non-Proliferation Treaty. So they can produce and they can spread the weapons as well. So that is the reason, like then Pakistan produced this particular weapons. So then whether you have ratified or not, then the defense ministry is asking IAEA. That's why IAEA is in news we have. Okay, that is a point. India is not member of NPT. Even then one more agreement, that is CTBT treaty, Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. India is not part of this one as well. India is member of IAEA, but in CTBT and NPT India is not member. That's a point. Moving to the next one. Yes, Samudrayan mission. This is Samudrayan mission introduced under Deep Ocean Mission. This was officially introduced under Deep Ocean Mission. Under a Deep Ocean Mission, this concept was introduced, that is the Samudrayan mission, Deep Ocean Mission. This was officially introduced in 2021 by the Government of India, and then with the support of NIOT, this mission is prepared. NIOT, National Institute of Ocean Technology, which is located at Chennai. So under this Samudrayan, they introduced a vehicle called Matsya. Matsya is the human submersible vehicle. They introduced this Matsya 6000. The 6000 indicates they can go in depth of 6,000 meters in sea. That's the reason they introduced 6,000 here. Matsya 6000. Matsya 6000 is a deep ocean system. Like then, by reaching the up to 6,000 meters, they can research as well as they can check the environment feasibility, and then the species in and around in the ocean, how they survive, and then what are the needs required for them. Like these type of information can be gathered. Okay, that is a importance of this particular Samudrayan mission. This will be launched from 2026. This mechanism will launch 2026, and this as of now, this particular technology is there with these kind of human submersible vehicles are there with the US, China, Japan, Russia. So US, China, Japan and Russia having this technology, and then India will be the next one, the sixth one. India will be the next member. Okay, moving to the next one. Yes, POCSO codes, a prevention of children from sexual offences. This is an act introduced in 2012 to protect the children rights, and then to avoid the sexual offences on children. So this one, recently this was in news. The Supreme Court announced to the central government, to the center, try to introduce special POCSO codes, then to give the trials immediately all or quickly, to clear the issues are the cases on these particular areas in a quick manner. They announced to introduce this particular POCSO codes, the special POCSO codes. That's the concept they introduced, special POCSO codes. Okay, already POCSO codes are there. Now then they are asking for special POCSO codes. So then the main objective of these special codes are, in 30 days then they should gather the evidence, and within a year the case should be cleared. That is the main objective, because then if they delay, sometimes then it may lead to the deny as well, and then sometimes then there is a chance to change the information and then completely exploit the conditions as well. That's the point. So moving to the next one, the Kaziranga National Park and then the Tiger Reserve. It is in news we have, and this Kaziranga is located in Assam. All we know, Kaziranga Tiger Reserve and National Park is located in Assam. This Kaziranga has got it became the national park in 1985. and it became the tiger reserve in 2006. Recognized as a tiger reserve. But recently UNESCO officials, UNESCO World Heritage Site officials visited this particular place, and then they observed the special species of this particular national park or tiger reserve. So then that's the reason they prepared a documentary as well. These officials prepared a documentary on available species. That's why this particular Kaziranga is in news. It is very famous for rhinoceros, tigers, rhinos. It's very famous for rhinoceros. Okay. Moving to the next one. Pushkar Kumbh. Pushkar Kumbh and Saraswati Pushkaralu. This Pushkar Kumbh is observed in Uttarakhand, and this Saraswati Pushkaras, this is observed in Telangana. This is Kaleshwaram. Kaleshwaram temple, famous temple also there. Then the Pushkaras for that particular one. So this Pushkar Kumbh, Uttarakhand related one. Generally this is the condition, this is the time where like Pushkaras are nothing but as a 12 years once occasion for these rivers. Like 12 years once. Generally then this Jupiter enters into Gemini. That particular Gemini is a zodiac sign. That case, that condition is called a Pushkara. So then that is the event here, that is a program here. So this particular occasion, like this is called in Uttarakhand, this is called Keshav Prayag. Here the rivers, Prayag rivers, combination of rivers, Alkananda, the Keshav Prayag, Alkananda, as well as Saraswati river. So this is called Keshav Prayag. This is the place where Keshav Prayag. And here Godavari and Pranahita. This combination is called Saraswati Pushkaras. And this is Uttarakhand Pushkar Kumbh. Okay. That is all about this event. Moving to the next one. Chandrayaan 5 mission. This Chandrayaan 5 mission, then each and every Chandrayaan model has its own importance. This Chandrayaan 5 mission going to focus on volatile objects of moon. So it want to verify the volatile objects of the moon. They are going to introduce Chandrayaan 5. This is called LUPEX. So lunar polar exploration is a joint venture, is a program joint venture by the India, Japan, and the additional support given by the NASA as well as European Space Agency. There's a context here. Chandrayaan 5 mission. So Chandrayaan 4 is all about samples collection, sample return program. So bringing some samples from moon to the land, onto the earth is the object here. C4. And in C3, Chandrayaan 3, we discussed about lander and rover. And Chandrayaan 2 is all about landing on the moon side. Chandrayaan 1 is all about orbiting towards the moon and then looking at the conditions of the moon. That's a context. So Chandrayaan 5 is all about verifying the focus on volatile objects of the moon. Moving to the next one. the Sikkim statehood. So May 16th observed as a Sikkim statehood day. With this, which was introduced in 1975. So this is the 50th anniversary of the statehood anniversary of Sikkim. 1975 it was introduced on 1975. So as a 22nd state it was introduced, 22nd state. And then with the Constitutional Amendment Act, 36th Constitutional Amendment Act 1975, this was introduced, 36th Constitutional Amendment Act. So that is all about Sikkim statehood 1975. So it is a golden jubilee year of Sikkim, golden jubilee year of Sikkim's statehood. Moving to the next one. Yes, World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. These two observed on World Telecommunication Day as well as Information Society Day on May 17th. May 17th, with the theme is gender equality in a digital transformation. Gender equality in digital transformation is the theme for this particular year 2025. Theme for the year 2025. That is a point. Moving to the next one, the World Hypertension Day. Hypertension Day is observed on May 17th. We all know this hypertension. Hypertension is called BP, blood pressure also we can call. This blood pressure, hypertension day, this hypertension anyways then leads to the health disorders, several disorders. It may lead to the cardiac issues as well. So it may lead in long run. So then focusing on creating awareness about this particular day, then they introduced this particular hypertension day since 2006, and we have been following this May 17th as a hypertension day. The theme for the 2025 year, is focusing on practical solutions to reduce the global burden of hypertension. Focusing on practical solutions to reduce the global burden of hypertension. There's a context. Moving to the next one. Yes, International Yoga Day in Visakhapatnam. So International Yoga Day in number 11th Yoga Day, which was officially Yoga Day was officially introduced in 2014, June 21st. So this is the 2025, the celebrating International Yoga Day. That is the 11th International Yoga Day, which will be observed on Visakhapatnam, Visakhapatnam. And then they are planning to gather 5 lakhs people here. And then the chief guest is Prime Minister of India. And then so that the state government has taking special care on this, and then they are arranging awareness programs in schools as well from June 17th. Awareness programs in from June 17th onwards. June 21st, this will be conducted in Andhra Pradesh, 11th International Yoga Day. The chief guest is Prime Minister of India. That's one. So these are the current affairs for the day. We will meet in the next session with the continuation of this one. Thank you and all the best.